So it's been a while since I've made a bloom, and try as I might, I couldn't remember what I usually use. So I thought I'd try them all.
Okay.
Hey folks, welcome to the channel.
Hello.
So in this video, I am using the Moulds and Shapes, I think it's a pendant mould. I've got some Jacquard Blanco Blanco, some cheap mica, the bloom from Julie Cuts.
Ooh.
Yeah. I use some Octopus inks Enoki.
Okay.
I use the Castin Craft, and I try the titanium white from Just Resin. Now, I know that I've not done blooms with the titanium white, but I thought, well, I'm doing all the others, I might as well give this one a go.
Why not?
You know,
yeah.
see what it does. So I mixed up, I think it was about 120 mils of resin.
Okay.
I mixed it on our mixer, and then because I'd done that, obviously you've got to scrape the sides, scrape the bottom to make sure that there's no unmixed mixture within the pot.
Yep.
And then into each of the, well, no, I don't do that at this point. I take the temperature, and it's 34.8. Now,
degrees centigrade.
Degrees centigrade, yes. Yes, we're not freezing, freezing.
Yeah, it's not Fahrenheit.
It's not Fahrenheit.
No.
And whilst that's warming up, I thought I'll just grab some Octopus inks. Now, I generally use the Octopus inks when I do a bloom because I like them. But what I find is that Pinata inks, unless I thin them right down, they're a little bit too thick. And I thought, oh, can I do that? No, I just use my Octopus inks for this. I
suppose it's quite a small, thin mould as well.
It's a tiny mould. So the amount that I wanted like 1 drop of each.
Yeah.
So into each of those pots, I'm going to put 10 mils.
Yep.
Because the Julie Cuts paste is 1 drop per 10 mils. Now, because it's measured, I wanted to use it properly because that's how I would have done it in the past. So I thought I'll just put 10 mils in all the cups and then we'll see. So I've poured what will be the bloom. It's at the right temperature, and the little pots, I'm just going to mix up all my whites now while the resin continues to heat up a little bit.
To continue its exothermic reaction.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. So normally, again, when I make a bloom, and this is a personal preference, I tend to use a piping bag. So because I'm not particularly good at freehanding
the bloomy bits,
the patterns,
the petals.
Yeah, I'm just not very good at it.
Okay.
So, and because I've got loads and loads of piping bags, because I bought some, I started using them, put them away in a safe place, couldn't find them, bought some more, and then shocker.
Yeah, the other ones
turned up. The other ones magically turned up. I think we've got gremlins, if I'm honest. I do. I really do.
I wouldn't refer to you as a gremlin.
That's a bit harsh. So I decided I was going to have a yellow dot in the centre of all my blooms. So I just put that into there, and then I take one of the greens and
Lucky green.
Yeah, it's what?
It's called Lucky
Green.
Green.
It's called Lucky Green. It's beautiful. And I did a green one, and then I took this one, which is
Bloody Mary.
Yeah. And I popped 3 dots of that in. It splattered a little bit, this one. And I don't know why, because it's exactly the same as all the others. But it did have a little splatter.
Because you shaped it, or this is carrot?
Yeah. And it is very carrot-like. Really nice colour. They're very vibrant colours. I really do like the Octopus inks.
The Octopus inks are, yeah.
They are really nice. Yeah. They are.
Sapphire.
And I find them perfect for blooms. That's just my. I
don't know. I mean, I've only done a few blooms, and they've not been really successful.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I've made up the Just Resin, and this is the Castin Craft. Now, the texture that the sort of the the mixture that you're looking for is a skimmed milk sort of colour.
White.
So not transparent, but not fully opaque. You're wanting somewhere in between, if that makes sense.
No.
Probably doesn't
No.
at all. But this is the Julie Cuts. And I have made quite a few blooms with this that have been very successful.
Okay.
If I'm honest.
So would that be your paste of choice for a bloom, a big bloom?
Quite possibly. But I just fancy.
But that's what it's designed for.
Yeah. But it is difficult to get hold of. It's quite expensive if you're in the UK. So that's why I wanted to just see how all the others kind of work out.
Yeah.
So I know some people that use Enoki in their blooms. So I thought I'd give that a go.
Okay. And while Nikki is mixing her bloom paste, I just want to say thank you to our Glitterati members for supporting us and allowing us to do weird things like this. So
indeed,
you get an extra special. Thank you very much.
So this is the Jacquard Blanco Blanco. So the white ink from Jacquard.
Yep.
Now this stuff is, with any of the Jacquard inks, they are super pigmented. And I thought this might be a little bit heavy. Now the mixture that I put in is actually I think it was 50 mils of ink and 50 mils of isopropyl that I mixed up when we first got it, because we've got the big bottle of Blanco Blanco.
Yeah. So
I thinned it down before I ever started so that I could use it in, Petri effect and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then this is just a cheap white mica that we got when we very first started doing resin.
I know, they've lasted really well.
And it doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't matter how much I use them, they just don't seem to go down. It drives me potty. I haven't got the space for them. But that's by the by. They're now in a box and they come out when I do things like this as let's just use some mica.
Yes.
Because I'm not using...
Let's not use the good stuff.
Because I'm not using my nice ones.
Yeah.
So this is the Just Resin.
So you've foregone the piping bag.
I have.
Okay.
And at this point I was questioning my life choices because I really do it blobs on big time.
Yeah.
And I thought, this isn't going to work. This is going to be a nightmare. But luckily I do get the hang of it.
Mostly
get the hang of it. But I haven't made blooms for ages and I really enjoyed having a play.
It's one of those things where you don't think about it, but then you see somebody do one and you go, I haven't made a bloom in ages.
I literally opened the mould cup and I thought, what do I fancy? I fancied making something, didn't know what I fancied. And I thought, I haven't made a bloom for ages. And then I couldn't decide what to do. And then I couldn't remember what paste I used. So I thought, I'll just make a whole bunch of them and see how it works out.
See which one performs the best.
Yeah, basically. So I thought, you know how I get my little curiosities.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was one of them. So, that was that.
Mm.
So once you've put your white on, you want to go round and just try and, if you've got any sort of what I call blobs from where you've put your white on, you just want to sort of try and spread them out a little bit. Now, with this one I'm doing right now, this is the Just Resin. It was so blobby. There was not a lot of hope that it was not going to blob. If I'm honest, that's not the paste. That was my inability.
Your application.
Yeah, that was my inability to pour it properly out of a cup. But the others, they seem to go on pretty much okay.
Yeah.
And then it's just a case of going through and drawing your petals. So, and this is a tip that I got from Julie Kurtz. I always imagine a clock face and I go from top, I do the 12, the 6, the 3 and the 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then, inwards. and then I do the 2, the 4, the 8, the 8, and the 10. I do them back in mostly. Mostly. Sometimes I go out on all of them, and sometimes I don't. Just depends what mood I'm in. But yeah, generally that's how I do it, because that's how I've seen Julie Kurtz do it. And if anybody,
she's the bloom queen.
I was going to say, if anybody knows anything about resin, you will know that Julie Kurtz is the absolute queen of blooms. There is nobody that touches her.
Well, she did a bloom in a Larimar.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people that do amazing blooms, but she is the queen. But I think she's been doing it longest, so that's probably why. But anyway, this is a whole day later when they're all nice and dry. And I thought, why not put a little back coat on them? Make them like proper full-on mini blooms.
Yep.
And this is one of our new colours from Just Resin. It's the plum. And I think I've only used it the one time before. So I thought, let's have a go. I didn't want to put black on. I wanted something different.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it was a curiosity. It was just for fun. It wasn't there wasn't any rhyme or reason for it. I just fancied a bit of a play.
That's a nice colour.
And oh my life. I was doing this and I thought, oh, this colour is amazing.
Looks like a plum.
That colour literally made my heart sing.
Did it now?
Yeah. I was so chuffed with that colour. I was like, I got to do more. But, you know, these things happen.
Yep.
So I moved it off my desk, as you can see, hence the overpour.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little bit of overpour, don't I? Mm. So this is the next day, because I wasn't in a rush to demould them. So the first one that I take out, as I go through, I do peel off the overpour. It's nice and soft. This is the Just Resin paste. Now it does bloom, and I think that had I have poured it correctly, if I'd have done it through a piping bag,
yeah,
it would have been a lot better. But
yep.
it actually blooms really, really well.
I was
really impressed with it. I thought, wow, fair play. And then this one is the Enoki, which is from Octopus Inks. And again, a little bit of overpour, as you do. But again,
would it actually be something that we make if there's no overpour?
That's very true. That is very true. Well, I don't have big desks, so, you know, that I think blooms really well. It's quite soft though. It's quite subtle.
Is that though because it's such a small mould?
No, I think it is quite subtle.
So that effect, you just get that effect.
Yeah.
If it was a big mould.
Yeah, because you do the same amount just on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
So this is the Castin Craft, which
I like that.
Now that does bloom very well, but I think that's what I used before I switched over to what I normally use.
Yeah.
Which I remembered at this point is the bloom paste. No, this is tell a lie. This isn't the bloom paste. This is the Blanco Blanco from Jacquard. And that one really surprised me because I've never done a bloom with that before. This one is the Julie Kurtz bloom paste, and it's really good. That blooms beautifully.
Well,
but I think it's because it's a white paste that's measured, that she's studied and measured. And then this is what it looks like if you put a white mica in. It looks nice, but it just doesn't do it.
No.
Doesn't do it for me.
It didn't sing to you.
No, it didn't.
No.
It did not. I think if I was doing a mica bloom, I'd do the whole thing mica. I wouldn't do inks and mica. I would do the whole thing mica or the whole thing inks.
Okay.
And paste. So, but yeah, that was my little curiosity.
Yeah.
But I have to say that plum at the back. Oh,
yeah, that's beautiful.
What a colour. I should be doing a lot more with that colour.
Expect more plum.
And there you go. There's your close-up of all of them.
I think they're all really nice.
Yeah, I was quite chuffed.
Yeah.
So, on that note, if you've enjoyed this video, please do feel free to leave us a little like down below.
And while you're down there, why not, if you have any spare and that you feel that we deserve it, give us a hype. And if you haven't already, please consider giving that subscribe a little tickle as well.
Indeed. And YouTube Wizardry will come up with a video for you in a moment that you might enjoy quite, as much as this one. A little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Who knows?
Give it a try.
Give it a try. But on that note, hopefully we will see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye for now.
Bye for now.